Spirit. Bump, 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 bump. Mm. That's a goal. I know it's gonna turn him into. All right, my See, he's ready to take his spot. How many left tackles? I have 4 left tackles, man. Got that about it, huh? Sneaky puppy, sneaky puppy. Oh, 81. See, uppercut ain't the rushing line, but the rushing line. Now, boom. Now he's getting more points. Now he's getting all this, so he's gonna be boosted up. Plus actually 300. Cookies, Papa. I got some cookies for you. I need some cookies, baby. starting stuff. Keep accumulating more and more bills and not accumulating more and more money. That ain't gonna work. That's not gonna work. We can't keep doing that. So we're not gonna keep on doing that. We're gonna get over this shit. We're gonna keep moving. A lot. Like top 4 pass plays over team. Prime time season opener. Baltimore Ravens. Let's be real.
Tonight, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Allow me a second here to gush, because in his college career, the only player in NCAA history to rush for over 1,500 yards and pass for over 3,500 yards in a season, and he did it twice.
That's pretty good.
That's really good. Yet he only won the Heisman Trophy once.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense to have to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit. Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Corey Willis. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Malik Harrison on the tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll run for it with Hines.
The dial up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And a give this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
3-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up
now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This is Hines. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Here's Hines. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd down now.
Come on, don't block!
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Another carry for the
heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
At the 13-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
I know the game's...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are on the board first here tonight. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up for offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
25-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, Ravens.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Come on, man.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get out here.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Trey Hendrickson, his 2nd sack of the night. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down, make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come. Here.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd.
We're the Super Bowl champs on TV on Thursday night. Let's go.
Justin Tucker.
We'll see if
Let's go.
fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Brought down by Malik Harrison.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bean. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Harris to return.
Get in the game.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night.
He's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Grover Stewart, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Hines, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and
from the gun. Bean, that's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hurst, and he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. Excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Operating from the gun. Bean. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Colts unable to convert here.
Why was he wasn't square?
And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
And he was wide
so that's a decision that could loom pretty
right there.
large
Look at him. What are you doing? Why I didn't throw to him?
But I actually like the call.
Why is he square?
It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
Jackson on first down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Colts' 33-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts. I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up.
Let's go, Kenny Moore, baby.
Picked off by Kenny Moore. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll keep it on the ground. Hurst. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
That's good for a Colts.
On 1st and 10, Bean. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Alonso looked to add the extra point.
Of course.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That time a 9-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Weirdo.
And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 11, a minute 54 on the clock. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. From the gun, it's Jackson. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Jackson's pass.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Come on,
His
man.
throw here's incomplete.
He
was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Jackson. Flush to his right, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team.
And this is intercepted, and that should do
Everybody
it.
gets some.
Picked
Everybody
up
gets a
by
piece.
Hooker.
Everybody
And
gets a piece of this
terrific
pie.
return as he'll take
Everybody
it
get a
past
piece
the
of this
35.
pie. Kenny Moore got a piece of that
For
pie.
this defense,
Hope
see,
got a
that's
piece of
kind
that
of the
pie.
icing on the cake
Get
here as
ready
we
to
get to the
pie.
end of this one.
And didn't you feel
Bird
that
pie.
they weren't just
Bird
doing a
pie.
total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
That was whack as fuck, man. That was whack as fuck.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They run again with Hines. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
It's caught. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game
It was no longer
preseason. We were We're into the regular season, the
Let's go.
first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
It is just special. You could just feel
Can
it.
somebody
It's so
please
good
tell me
to have the
when is
pigskin
football
back
coming
out there.
back?
It'll be crisp fall weather
Hey,
before
you
we know it.
150?
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it. And then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Indianapolis, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week.
Von Miller always looked like a white guy to me. I don't know why. It's white. It just didn't rush for 150 though, man. I was close. If I would got that last yard, there's a lot of stuff I could have did. Double take. What the fuck is that? Team rushing yards. Good 50 sacks. Oh yeah, this is how my season goes. One Super Bowl appearance. Right now. I'm damn. Can he give it to somebody else? I was gonna boost him up, but I don't use him like at all. He's a straight decoy. I don't even know. I'm lost right now. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that's what it was. See, he's only a 75, but his shit rises to the star joint. Like he gonna be a star. Like he gonna be like that. Top threat is Justin Reed. Your top threat is your safety. On defense. Okay, I was going to say, what the fuck? Hold on right a second. Y'all really want to play this game right now? I've been playing for like 4 hours. Sorry, guys. You're going to have to tune in next time. I'm out.